on jersey. What up, though?
With it. Welcome everybody to Leave on the Court or another episode of Leave It on the Court with me, Jay Dimes, and my brother Giannis. To where we talk NBA basketball, everything NBA basketball. Today we're going to be talking about Jayson Tatum, um, whether he's ready or he's not ready. We're going to talk about Durant and his leadership, and we're going to talk about players on and off the court. And also, I need everybody to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. We need all your help. We're trying to get them we're on our road to 100 on YouTube. So let's get there. So with that being said, let's start it up.
Something fresh on my mind. Let's dive into it. This Kevin Durant, man. Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Currently, right now, they place in sixth in the West.
Mhm.
From social pressure, it's championship or bust for them. And I'm pretty sure from ownership as well, championship or bust. They've acquired Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, put them all on one team, and would like these guys to go ahead and produce a ring. Um, in your opinion, are they ready? Are they going to win?
Well, my thing always with Kevin Durant has always been my take on his way of his leadership hasn't always been up to par, I should say. He likes to lead by example instead of by his voice. And I think he's at a point in his career where that's not enough anymore. He has to lead by everything, his voice, his play, everything, because he's the elder statesman. My take on him, he's the only superstar I know that went to a team, championship superstar. I went to a team without a championship superstar and took the back seat. Never seen that before ever in my life watching basketball. So it's something to be said to the type of person he is on the court. And Phoenix is a good team, and I think that lack of heart from your heartbeat is what's going to be their ultimate downfall, because it seems to be that. You know what I mean? Devin Booker um, still hasn't quite developed the leadership skills yet. I think he's still young minded. He likes to, when he gets into it with somebody, he likes to focus on that. And sometimes he can waver from the team concept, so those type of things show that there's still maturity that needs to, he still needs to mature in some of those aspects. Also, what was funny with Durant, he was saying he doesn't want to be a leader, but then we hear him later on in interviews talking about, well, I was trying to lead the team, I was being more vocal, being a leader, and all this stuff. But yet, it's not formulating in the wins. But they do have a great record, so I don't know.
So, in your opinion, who's the leader on the Phoenix Suns?
Um, I mean, by default, Kevin is, you know, because Devin, I don't know. I haven't seen what I need to see from Devin so far as being a leader in that, and he shouldn't be the leader. He shouldn't be the one that's leading the team. It should be Durant.
Should be.
And so, if we talk about on the court as of right now, it's Durant. Unfortunately,
Look, okay. So I think it is important to establish a pecking order when it comes to NBA teams.
hmm
I think that in almost any situation I can think of off the top of the head, there's a clear leader on a team. Clearly.
yeah,
I don't
hmm
even when there's a dense amount of talent on an NBA team, you still need to establish a pecking order. Who's number one? Who's number two? Who's number three?
hmm
Because in close games, it can be confusing when it's time to establish an offense, a go-to guy, and you got two guys going like this, calling for the ball.
yeah,
and you as the guard, the point guard, trying to figure out, okay, well, who I go to first. That's my problem with Kevin Durant. Now, before I get into it, Kevin Durant to me is an all-time talent. I think he's one of the greatest scorers I've ever seen. Probably top 20 if we're talking about like history-wise. Who's a as far as like who's a great player? I think he's. I don't think there's ever been a weapon like Kevin Durant where you could just drop him in any situation. He's going to and being 7 foot at that, like it's crazy. So, however, his again getting back to what you were talking about, his leadership style, I don't think he really has one. I don't think he's the guy that's really going to go into the locker room and galvanize the troops. He's not going to. He's not very vocal like that. And of course, there's been some leaders that who hadn't been vocal. Derrick Rose. They say Stephen Curry's not really a vocal guy like that, but they've established themselves as the leader, the guy. This is my system. Kevin Durant doesn't seem to do that. So when I look at Phoenix Suns, I
But
actually,
see,
me myself, I look at Devin Booker as the leader.
well, see, the thing is with the Warriors, they have a vocal leader, so Steph doesn't have to be
Doesn't have to be.
that part. You know what I'm saying? That part.
And Draymond
Uh,
gonna say Steph Curry is our leader.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but in a sense, in a vocal sense, he's not the leader. That's Draymond's. He's the heartbeat of the team. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right.
And I don't think they have that in Phoenix. And also, what makes Phoenix not really, they don't have a point guard, floor general. They have a bunch of scorers with the ball. You
It-
know, and I mean, they can get into their offense, but it's different when you have a floor general on the court that can get you into your offense and still be a threat on the defense and the offensive level. I think the way the league is going, having five dudes that can score on the court is the way to go. But you still have to have that person that can get you into your offense and notice if it's not going to work. Okay, this play ain't going to work. Let's switch to something else. And Devin and Bradley Beal, when he's available, aren't those type of dudes, and that can come back to haunt them later on in the playoffs and stuff like that. Because once and with Bill not being healthy like the way he is too, so it puts a lot on Durant's shoulder, but he also made this decision, to become to be in this place, become the player that he is. I felt like it was a bad mistake. He let people talk him out of being a part of something great in Oakland. I think he should have stayed and he should have just let that team be the greatest team of this decade. I think
yeah,
after the third or fourth championship, people would have stopped looking at it like it's a cheat code and just gave it the credit for what it is. This team is just the best team to ever walk the earth. They were able to get three of the top shooters ever on the same court, and he should have just ran the table with that. And but ego, the media, and things like that. But that goes back to the leadership skill. That's that weak mindedness. That's part of that too, being weak minded and not being able to hold your own and weather the storm when you do make a rash decision like that, like when LeBron did it, and stuff like that. You have to weather that storm, and play through it. And that's another the problem that he has. He's a follower and he's weak-minded in some aspects, in the sense that he'll let what other people say dictate his character and the way he handles himself.
um, so what is he? I think Kevin Durant is in year what 17.
Something like that.
A lot of people's success on and off the court is depicted by how fast can you learn a lesson.
Hmm.
How fast did you pick up, that particular lesson? In OKC with James Harden and Westbrook and Ibaka and Steve Adams, like that was a squad. Agreed.
Hmm.
That- However, we saw where Russ Westbrook was taking ill-advised shots, and Kevin Durant not being a vocal leader, not saying anything about it, and not getting on his teammates about not giving me the ball. Let's say in the fourth quarter with a couple minutes left, when the game is in limbo. Okay, then you go to Golden State. You already got a leadership established. All you got to do is come in and play. Okay, but there was a lesson to be learned from Draymond Green or Steph Curry about pecking order. Then he goes, he whatever situation happens between him and Draymond and the rest of the outside forces, he decides to go to Brooklyn, and Kyrie is on his I'm not getting a shot. You can't force me to play. You don't want to play in the bubble. And because of that, you don't make a championship run. That roster with all that talent, Kyrie, James Harden, Blake Griffin, they had the talent to really be a championship contender. But again, I'm pointing at your leadership because I think you had influence on one of your best friends to get the shot. Let's go, so we can establish ourselves and get from under that LeBron James, Stephen Curry wing, and then now you're here in Phoenix, and it's somewhat the same where the reason why y'all in sixth place and falling in and out of the play-in is again points at your leadership. What are you doing to galvanize the guys around you? Why are you guys still the ranked very last in the entire NBA in fourth quarter
Hmm.
points, offensive rating, defensive rating, turnovers? Part of that is not having a point guard. The other part of that is where is your leadership? And when the game is in limbo, I don't know who else. Should I go to Devin Booker? Should I go to Kevin Durant? Should I go to Bradley Beal? Who's taking these shots? Where's the offense? Who's making sure we're not getting turnovers in this fourth quarter? Um, if who's the first option, so I know who the second option is. If the first option not open, who's vocalizing that? Like you said, I think Devin Booker is a little too young, or he's just not speaking up. Bradley Beal in and out the lineup, he missed more than half the season. Kevin Durant, he's been relatively healthy, or has been healthy.
And the crazy part about the Valley, he always, another thing about this too with Kevin, he always falls in these situations where he gets these superstar teams and they can't never get healthy all at the same time. In order, the Warriors was like the closest thing to it, and even they was having some health issues here and there, but he can't never get on one of these teams to where he can either get a player to play or stay healthy enough to play. You know what I'm saying? So crazy on that too. You
Yeah, man.
know.
And so, as of right now, man, since departing from the Golden State Warriors, Kevin Durant has only won two playoff series. To be such an elite talent, man, you got to kind of look at yourself and make a self an examination on what's the problem. Am I the problem? What can I? Well, I don't do much talking. I mean, my work ethic is there, but I evidently don't know how to galvanize the troops.
Yeah, I was watching something earlier with the girls Malika and all that stuff, and they were showing that he's been more aggressive offensively and stuff so far in these third and fourth quarters as of late and stuff like that, which is a way of trying to prove that you're a leader.
Yeah,
But it's about, is it too late? And this everybody's gonna follow you. If this is your way of leading, is everybody gonna follow you into the darkness? You know what I mean? And he has to get a team healthy
hmm
and a team that can do that. And I just don't think the Suns are built right. You know what I mean? They needed something. And and their defense, like you say, their defense is just like it can be atrocious at time, and you got all this length on the court, and you can't do nothing with it. Nurkic ain't a shot blocker. Durant definitely not a shot blocker like that. It's like they don't have no anchor back there to where teams have to worry about um, going to the basket. All they have to worry about in every game is coming into the game where they're not worrying whether or not they're going to outscore Phoenix, which should
Right.
be very hard considering the weapons they have. But it has to work together, though, in order for that. Because when you look at it on paper, they should be blowing people out by 30. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to win basketball, and everybody can't average 30 or 40 points. You know what I mean? And so, and then you want to get your other players in the game and stuff like that because they start to lose confidence when they don't touch the ball. So it's crazy. The Suns got a lot of work to do. You know what I mean? For real, and Durant gonna have to look in within himself and figure out what he needs to change in order to become that next level player.
Yeah, and I did hear certain analysts talking about his leadership and him taking more shots to establish himself as that guy. However, that's kind of out of context and kind of disingenuous because Kevin really wasn't going into it until people started talking about it. I think he pays
Hmm.
attention to the media too much, honestly.
Hmm.
And the reason why he's taking more shots because Devin Booker hadn't been playing. Simple as that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I did watch that game against Denver, Phoenix and Denver. That ended up ultimately going into overtime. And again, they had a bad fourth quarter, but Kevin Durant was getting his shots up. However, he was bricking, and I want to say he shot maybe 6 or 7 jump shots in a row and he missed 6 or 7 times in a row. Kudos to him for keep shooting, but how come you didn't put the ball on the floor and get to the Baja, go ahead and finish
Yeah.
at the rather than 6, 7 jump shots in a row. Now, eventually, he ended up making a 3-pointer, which ultimately led to them going to overtime. And in overtime, he got hot again. But again, in the fourth quarter, when it was winning time, again, you didn't know how to do that. And again, the reason why he was taking so many shots was because Devin Booker wasn't there. So
Yeah.
if that's all y'all doing with y'all, as far as y'all offense, pass it to KD at the elbow and let him shoot a jump shot. I don't think that's going to result in a title.
No, because you gotta you gotta have a second and third place to go in the playoffs. Because
Yeah,
if
dude.
you got to be able to swing it around, and somebody got to be able to hit that shot. And it got to be movement and everything. I think the last couple of teams that's won it has proven that the Warriors, Denver, their team is constant movement. Everybody's doing something. So just watching the ice that ISO, what they call it in New Jersey, ISO. They call it something. uh, ISO game, the ISO offense, or something like that. That's what they kind of like running in Phoenix, and that's not going to work, and it hasn't worked, and it's not going to work. You know,
Yeah, your
you
turn.
know.
Okay, okay, your turn.
Yeah, because we starting. It's like that with the Clippers. The thing that saves the Clippers is their defense. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you come down, quiet your turn, come down, Paul your turn, come down, and James your turn. When the playoffs hit, all it takes one of y'all to be off, and it's a wrap. So
So yeah, I agree. So a couple of days ago, um, Malika Andrews interviewed Jason Tatum, and in that interview, she asked him who's the best player in the NBA.
mm,
And for the first time, he was like, "Me, I am."
mm.
And his name has been brought up a lot as far as like the MVP race. How come his name wasn't so high up in the MVP race? In your opinion, why isn't Jason Tatum considered uh, a top three contender for the MVP?
Well, it was a stat that was brought up when I was doing my research today, and I was looking at Malika and him, and he don't got that clutch gene, man. He's
Yeah.
28th in the league, 27th in the league out of 28 in clutch points.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what I mean? And that's where the game shows. When it's time, when you're down 6, 7, 8 points, and you need your star to step up and really hit them shots, he disappears. And if you look over the last 3 seasons, it's progressively gotten worse.
Mm.
So it's just proving what I've always said, man. He ain't got that dog, man. He ain't got that heart when it's time to kill, when it's time to, put that on a dude. Like,
Yeah,
he ain't got that. Like, yeah, he shows glimpse, like with the 50-point game to seal the series with whatchamacallit.
yeah,
But like they were saying, or that gotta be a consistent thing to be considered a dog up there with the Kobe's and the Mikes and stuff like that. And when you put that I'm the best player in the league, you put a target on your back too. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
dude.
So when you get that target on the back, okay, every player, even the weakest dude on the bench, the last dude on the bench when we play defense. All right, let's see. Let's see if you're the best dude. Let's see. You feel me? So now when you have the type of games that he had like in Denver and stuff like that, and then he had the absolute gall and nerve to be like, oh, somebody else was hot. So I thought I didn't want to take over the game and stuff. Boy, I want to reach the phone. Is he
Ooh,
tripping? Is he
ooh.
tripping? You cannot say I'm the best player in the league and then say, "Oh yeah, I wanted to let this dude get off because he was boy." And it's a close game like that. Are you crazy? I don't care if Jaylen Brown scored 50 points. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Okay,
Straight up.
can I put more context on that? Like, okay, if my team is winning and I got another dog on my team and
Oh,
he's going off.
he said I didn't want to hijack it. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah, because I saw that too. Now, and I got steam started coming from my ears, right? Um, I believe that was the 15-16 Warriors. Steph Curry averaged, I want to say like 26 points that series, but however, we was beating the Cleveland Cavaliers pretty handedly because of whatever injuries or whatever. And Sean Livingston was going off. Draymond Green was going off. Klay Thompson was having games. Harrison Barnes was having games. And Steph kind of like took a back seat because, in my eyes, they were winning handedly. Like it wasn't even close. So, but however, when the games got close, Steph asserted himself even more because the game was in limbo.
Hmm.
Jayson Tatum. When the games are in limbo, you're the
Hijack the
guy.
game, man.
You're supposed to be him. When you want to be in the MVP conversations, you just call yourself the best player. The game is in limbo. I don't care what Jaylen Brown is over there doing. Shout out to Jaylen Brown.
Hmm.
The game is in limbo. We need you. Put on your
Yeah.
cape, bro. Like it's time to win the game. Like we need you here. And to your point, you was talking about his clutch performance. That freaking fadeaway, that turnaround fadeaway shot, he done bricked about 8 times in a row like that. And he do the same thing. He'll do the turnaround, shoot it, and then fall to the ground like in this like dramatic ass fashion.
Hmm.
Dude, dude, have some confidence, man.
Quit
Go,
shooting bailout shots. Quit shooting hero shots.
bro. Get to the rim. Get to the Baja. You what? You 6'9", 6'8", 6'10", whatever you are, dog. Get you got another move in your repertoire that you can go to. What about the right step? What about the left step? What about the drive? The switch hands. You got anything else, JT? So
Nope.
we talk about. I don't know. They were talking about Jason Tatum being in the MVP race, and typically they'd be like the best player on the team that got the best record should be the MVP, or at least be in consideration for that.
Hmm.
However, you got to add context to that narrative. Dude probably has the most talented starting five in the league. Matter of fact, he does have the most talented starting five in the entire NBA. Drew Holiday, Porzingis,
Denver might want to have a conversation with you about that, but I hear you.
Talented.
Mm-hmm.
Denver is established. They got that chemistry, but with Drew Holiday, Porzingis, Jalen Brown, Tatum, Derek White, Al Horford, sometimes they got all the talent. That's why they got the best record. However, so I mean, but that's one reason why you don't put a guy like that in the MVP discussion because of the talent around you. Secondly, the East is weak right now. The bottom half of the East, and one of the main contenders, the probably the guy that was going to win the MVP this year, in Joel Embiid, is hurt now. So there's only maybe two or three teams in the East that can even contend with y'all. So y'all 33-7 in the East, but y'all 15-7 against conference teams. Like the dogs are over in the West right now. It's really a fight out there, and y'all not proven to be as dominant over the West as y'all over the East. So my little 2 cents about why Jason Tatum is not the MVP right now. But in your opinion, is Jason Tatum at least top five as far as like best players in the NBA right now to you?
Well, yeah, I mean, but like
Okay.
by default, like, because it ain't really nobody past, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's go through the line. Best players, Jokic,
Yeah.
Luka,
Yeah.
SGA,
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
Damn, you got Anthony Edwards already top five?
Did you see the block?
Where he hit his head on the rim?
Did you see the block?
I
Yeah.
saw the block. I saw the block.
Did
So
you when he landed? Did it seem he got up like barking?
but so
That man is a dog, dog.
straight up. Straight
That
up.
man is a dog.
I think he had what
Like,
44 that game? After he just
okay,
found out Carl Anthony Towns got a torn meniscus, yeah.
get in my face.
Check it out.
That dude, that dude is a dog, man. That is a dog. Yeah, he's top five. I don't care what anybody say. And then my fifth. Who am I forgetting?
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, because I like Hellerbert, but you know he's young. But
Yeah,
Hellerbert is a more complete player than him to me right now.
there's an argument for it. I
You
don't
know what
think
I'm saying?
there's an argument as just being a more complete player and his leadership and galvanizing the troops, like I was just talking about.
Yeah, and you ain't got to worry about him not scoring in the clutch time. Yeah, yeah, clutch player.
During moments, yeah.
So you know, he getting there. I know he's young and he's still got a but he own Jason Tatum, but you know what I'm saying. I know I'm forgetting somebody though too though. You know what I'm saying. There's
So
somebody else out there I'm forgetting,
you gave me
but
Joel Embiid. You forgetting Joel Embiid.
well, there you go. Well, yeah, there go your fifth.
Joel Embiid. You say
Healthy Joel.
and you forgetting Giannis as well. Joel Embiid, Luca,
See, I already
Giannis.
said Luca. I said Jokic, Luca, SGA, Anthony Edwards, and then like Joel, Giannis. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like so. Yeah,
yeah.
Tatum,
G.
and then
I,
along with the fact that we can't rely on you in this not your gameplay and your stats are showing it. So, you know, when you bring up Joel, Giannis, you know, and all them, you know what I'm saying? We don't seem to have that problem, Jack. So, you know what I mean?
I didn't think about it.
You
Maybe
know,
he's
but
not top five in the NBA. God,
that's what I was saying. Like, and two, like, them finals made me look at him different, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like the Warriors just is like, this is in the bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's only maybe one or two games where I was like, okay, there it go. There it
yeah,
go.
right, right, right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And then the rest of it was like, it looked like the Denver game.
Yeah, once I heard that story about Steph telling old boy by telling Buddy on the bench, "Enjoy your last win," and got the point at his ring finger in Boston and shit. Like I was like, like game wasn't even over. Dude was pointing at his ring finger. So
Yeah,
is it a fair assessment to say Boston is only going to go as far as Jason Tatum take them this season? Then, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Jalen obviously has put himself as Robin. He's not tripping off trying to be Batman. He got paid,
Yeah, you got a
so
300 million. Yeah.
so he like, I'm content with being number two. Uh, so everything is on JT back, and he asked for it. And when you're making statements like that, you got to back it up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just know you getting the everybody best game from now on. Just know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these games that you had in Denver have to become anomalies and not a regular. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, you don't want to go in with no confidence into the playoffs, dog. You definitely don't want to. You don't want to do that. So whatever you need to do to get up for the fourth quarter, whatever you need to do to wake you up, get you some smell of thought, whatever. You got to wake your game up in the fourth, man. We need to start seeing 18, 19 point fourth quarters and stuff out of you, dog, and not 18, 19 point games. Like,
And when it's 3 minutes left and the score is within 2 3 points, I need to see you put the game away, Jason Tatum. Dude is lined up to probably have one of the greatest NBA summers ever. And what I mean by that, your team is talented enough to go to the NBA championship. You're the head of the Boston Celtics, the most storied franchise, or one of the most storied franchises in the entire NBA. So you got a chance to win the Larry Bird Award in the playoffs. You got a chance to go in and win a championship. You got a chance to win a Finals MVP. Your contract is up for negotiation, so you got a chance to get the biggest contract in NBA history, in that 300 plus million. Going to get paid more than your teammate Jaylen Brown, and then you got a chance to go play and start for probably the most competitive Olympic game ever.
a team, you mean Olympic team? Yeah.
Yeah, the Olympic team with him and Steph and Bron and KD and Joel Embiid and all the guys. So this these bad fourth quarters out of you, this clutch, these shortcomings in the clutch. I need you to fix that, dog. I need you to fix that now.
Yeah.
It's better now than later to go ahead and and come up short rather than doing this in the finals, because I feel like y'all gonna be seeing them in the finals.
Hmm.
Is
Yeah, that's real.
yeah, that's just
And yeah, and you got to watch out too, because Denver is looking at this like, this what we're going to have to face in the finals?
yeah,
It's
G.
going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah, G. Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
And you don't want to give a complete team that type of confidence going into no game.
dude. Speaking of that Denver game, dude had 5 buckets, but he also had 5 turnovers. He finished with 15 points.
And had a chance to win the game with a jump shot wide open.
Yeah, you had a chance. So, bruh, I ain't gonna lie.
Them nerves, man. Them nerves, man. That stuff change you, bruh. Them lights get a little bit brighter in the fourth, bro. Telling
Yeah,
you,
G.
that
Yeah, G.
but pucker in the fourth, man. It's like, because it's not only you worried about you missing it for your team, you worried about what the media gonna say, the fallback, who gonna lose their job. It's big, bro. It's
Yeah.
big. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to block all that out and just play ball. And be confident in the fact that you the best player on the court, man. Like, the defense has to start disappearing, bro. It has to start disappearing at some point for you.
Say, bro, Jason Tatum was only averaging 18 points against the Denver Nuggets this season, dog.
I
So
know.
they one of 2 teams to beat the Boston Celtics twice, and
That's
Tatum was only averaging 18 points against the Nuggets. bruh.
And Holiday and Murray balling.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and Murray
saying?
balling.
So he canceling out that Holiday
Hey,
acquisition. So
dude. So the time is now, like as far as like for the Boston Celtics to go ahead and grab a hold and win. Like,
put their
you,
stamp on this. Yeah.
yeah, man. Like you got on that jersey. He Jason Tatum explained after the finals was over, he was heartbroken, locked himself away, and trying to figure out what he can learn from it. Dog, be the leader.
Yeah.
Be the
Put
leader.
the ball in and put the ball in the bucket, dog.
And then clutch
You know what I'm
moments, show
saying?
up. Like stop being afraid.
Move, everybody move. Try and go out. Watch out. You say Kobe, your favorite player. Fourth quarter come. That's all I should be seeing. Every time down.
my,
Straight up.
hey, my dog put on the Kobe armband in the finals. Whatever
Yeah.
the purple and gold armband in the Boston Celtics jersey. That's crazy. What up, Rail? What up? So, man, if Jason Tatum was playing like this in Boston, the Milwaukee Bucks might have something to say about them going to the finals.
Yeah. But it seemed like he don't play like that against Milwaukee. So
I was just saying, Dame ain't coming up short in them clutch moments.
no. No, even though he did last night?
Yeah, yeah. Whatchamacallit made a great block.
Yeah, he
Uh,
did. Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
whatchamacallit made a great block. Had he
Yeah.
not made that block, that ball was going in straight up.
He
I
did.
think
So
everybody in the arena knew.
you do not want that boy shooting.
No,
That's
no,
certain
you don't.
guys. You do
No,
not.
you don't.
You do not.
So, but no, I feel that. I don't know, dude. You got all this talent around you. I,
I told you when you was talking all that smack about JT to me, and you was telling me, nah, man, he scored all them points. We were talking off camera, on camera, and blah blah blah. And I said, what did I say? This is the main thing I said. He a great player, but he don't got that dog in him. He ain't got that fourth quarter. Give me the ball. I got this. You feel me? So I've been saying this. I see it in players, dude. This is one thing I'm keeping on to my grandma. On reading people. That's the one thing that I learned from her. You say two things to me, I can say what type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? I can tell. That's why you saying two things to me. You feel me? That lets me know exactly what type of person you are. You feel me?
mm,
And I can see certain dudes don't have that in them. You can see their eyes get big. You can see they not as confident, ain't walking up on nobody, ain't telling them like, let's go, like what y'all doing and stuff. They get more nervous, getting into this they turn inward instead of being outward. They go in, you know what I'm saying, into this little cocoon and just start trying to figure out everything for themselves when you should be trying to be a part of the moment, be a part of the game, be a part. Find somebody in the crowd who's talking too much smack, and hey, you know what? I'm mad at you right now. So the next 10 points is on you. Like,
mm.
you know what I'm saying? He ain't got that, dog. He ain't got that. You feel
Okay,
me?
okay. I got it, and I get that to you. But I did say he was better than Brandon Ingram. Let me ask you this: can a person learn to get that dog in them at such a late stage, like while they're in the NBA? They either got it or they don't, huh?
hmm That's not something. That's something you born with, like that coat, that black mama gene. That you know, you know, you know, you know. Feeling when you walk on. Have you ever walked on the court and thought anybody was better than you?
Hell no. What the?
Have you ever has there ever been a has there ever been a moment in a game where you didn't feel like you needed the ball?
When I was playing with you.
Well, I mean, well, because I'm a shooter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no conscience.
But no,
You know
other
what I'm
than that,
saying?
no, I needed the ball. I
Yeah.
needed the ball. I wanted the ball.
So
Um, all right. So let's get into this character. This character on the court.
I appreciate that, by the way, too.
Character on the court versus character off the. There was a situation where Draymond Green was talking to Paul Pierce, and he was talking about basketball players have a dual personality.
Mm.
He's like the lightweight bipolar. When I get on this court, I turn into this one character where I'm blood hungry.
Mm.
I can smell it in the air. I want to win. I turn into this completely different guy on the court. And off the court, I'm not that guy. I'm actually a family dude. I want everything peaceful. I want I'm cool, calm, and collect. I don't even yell off the court. You find that to be true?
I mean, yeah, and some people carry it over though. You know,
Okay.
um, I think that goes into what we were just talking about, having that competitive fire, that ability to hit that switch and to forget about what everything else is going on. It's about, you know what I'm saying, winning this game right now, destroying you, making you feel little, you know what I mean? And I think that people that are healthy have this to me. I feel like you have to have a way to insert that side of yourself in order to be a complete person. Cause that's like people that are bottled up, like, you know what I'm saying? The people who ain't never did nothing, ain't never seen nothing, never had nothing, virgins, you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you just need a bug, you know, you don't need to get one sometimes. You know what I mean?
For
I
sure.
swear to God, you relax. I swear to God, you're so wound up. You feel me? And stuff. So I feel like it's healthy to have that side to you. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Have anybody ever done anything on the court that you would be like, since you did that, like I wouldn't even mess with you off the court. Like I don't think you a cool dude at all off the court. I don't think you did on the court.
Yeah, actually, you know, we had friends, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting him out there. Little black ass T. You feel me? Like we used to play on the court and he, he got dunked on. And
Yeah.
then I came down court again and he tried to push me out the air with some concrete and stuff. I didn't do nothing, you know what I'm saying, because I knew where it stemmed from. You was getting your ass whooped. So you felt like all you could do was hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't hurt me and you just got dunked on the next play. So we just gonna, you know what I mean? And though, yes, that was something that made me not wanna be his friend outside of the court because it's never that if we are cool because we went up there as friends. If we are cool like that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It should never be that drastic. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you just grab me and not, let me go up or something like that. Let me get a foul, but you try to hurt me. Now, if I jump wrong, we playing on concrete. I land on my head. I could have got a severe concussion. I could have broke something or everything, all because you getting your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? And I on the court, I try not to take things personal. I try to make things personal. Get what I'm saying?
No, I need you to dive into that because yeah, I feel what you're saying, but
Okay, so when you do stuff to me, I don't take it personal. 'Cause, dude, if you cross me, talk smack or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It takes me out of my game. You feel me? Because now I'm more fixated on playing you. I make things personal, but I'm finna do that to you. You
I
know what I'm
got you.
saying? I'm finna make you so mad at this crossover. I'm finna make you so mad at this dime because I'm finna tell you about it all the way back up the court. Hey, bro, you just saw that? Hoo-hoo! Boy, you better start guarding me. Telling you, boy, I'm on fire right now. I'm telling you. Oh, woo, boy, watch out. Oh, watch out, boy. Here come another one. Oh, he's on his pocket. You know me. It's all day.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
seriously, like, you know what I mean? But I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm a competitor, the ultimate competitor. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes. So I don't take things personal. I make things personal.
Is there an NBA player? right now that because of the way he plays on the court, that you probably wouldn't hang out with off the court?
Darren Brooks,
Oh, yeah, Dylan Brooks.
Dylan
Yeah,
Brooks, yeah,
yeah,
Dylan
Dylan
Brooks.
Brooks.
Grayson Allen, is that his name?
Grayson Allen. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of obvious things, I wouldn't kick it with him. You know what I'm saying? He just seemed like he wanted them put you in the locker type jock dudes, you know what I'm saying? You know, privilege went to Duke type, you know, it's
Yeah.
just a brat.
Yeah.
You feel me? And Dylan is just like some lines you don't cross. You don't mess with people's way to reproduce because you trash. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do that kind of stuff. And he just looked like a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody I would not have fun out with. Like he seemed like he the dude like, all right, nobody trying to holler at me, so I'm gonna beat somebody up. Like he seemed like he that guy, you know, and I don't rock like that. So
I had a
yeah, what about you?
uh before I get into who I wouldn't kick it with, I want to tell y'all a situation I had. I was playing a little pickup game. Not important at all. Not important at all. Just going up and down the court. I think, matter of fact, my son was there. Um, the people I was playing against was actually kind of bad. So like I was using like just nothing but my left hand, but I feel like I was playing, so I was like taking advantage. So anyway, I went to back down my defender, and like I said, they was getting beat. So the cat I was backing down, like I I picked up my drill, I was pivoting around. The dude pushed me, and
Hmm.
it's called travel. After he pushed me, so I'm looking like it actually made me kind of mad. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm thinking like, okay, maybe his teammates is gonna be like, come on, man, like check up, run it back. But no, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I set my things down. I left because I probably would have did something to do that would have had me in jail.
Yeah.
And that kind of that kind of behavior on a court would have me like say, okay, that dude couldn't date my daughter. I wouldn't trust him around my family. Like if I saw him hurt on the side of the road, I keep going type ish. So it. Before, let me ask you this: you ever saw something that you knew wasn't true, like when you travel on on a guy, but you know it wasn't a travel? Are
uh,
you amen in that travel? Or are you walking, or are you speaking up, saying, "Man, that wasn't a travel. Come on, check up. Let's go."
oh man, travel, travel.
You ain't shit.
That's my teammate. That's my
I
teammate.
don't
You gotta back up
care.
your teammate, bro. You gotta back up your teammate. You gotta back up your teammate. You gotta back. Let if somebody else on the team want to make that play, let them make that
Yeah.
play. But me personally, yeah, bro, that was a travel, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. And yeah, bro,
You
you took
gonna,
that step and then you went you
where
messed the ball. Yeah. Hey, bro,
where's the
look, I
honor, man?
told you, dog. It's about winning for me. I look if we can get away with it, let's get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like 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 it would have to be obvious, like totally obvious for me to be like, nah, bro, that wasn't travel. It don't matter. Like you feel me? Because you know me, I'm pretty generous on the court when it comes to that kind of stuff. You feel me? Like if it's a genuine call, I give it up. You know what I'm saying? But if it's 11 and winning by ones
Yeah,
or
G.
something like that, boy,
Nah.
you might, hey, if it ain't obvious, like if it ain't more than four people going, nah, It was only like if everybody confused, traveling. I'm
Nah, man, nah.
like if his team didn't see it, and you know what I'm saying, and only me and homeboy saw it, me and my teammate, you know what I'm saying, and the extra dude, like and he called traveling. All right, bruh. Yeah, bro. Give it up. There's no honor,
Look,
bro. Look, this basketball, man. This ain't no kumbaya session. I ain't your friend. You know the rules. When we on the hoop court, the dude on the other side, we ain't friends. I'm here to beat you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
So you
understand.
feel me? So all that honor junk go out the window unless it's blatant. Like I'm gonna give a blatant foul. If he really took two steps and later, I'm gonna get that up. But if I hear anything, I get an extra, keep it traveling. I'm you that down. I'm throwing the ball, everything. Man, I was a travel. I was everything.
You ain't shit.
I'm
He
Mario
said I'm
F.
throwing the ball and everything.
I'm
No,
Mario F. I'm
no,
automatic.
G.
Denzel, everybody, boy. I'm acting
Nah,
that out.
nah,
I'm acting
man.
that out. I'm
Honestly,
acting that out.
honestly, like me, I'm on some like honor shit. Like I want to beat you. Matter of fact, even if you call travel on me, and I know, even though if I know when to travel, I'm giving the ball up. Let's go. Because
Yeah,
I
you don't
don't
like
want
that.
no doubt in your mind that I beat you fair and square. However, I don't know if you ever seen like they're in a game, like an actual game, referees and everything, and the ball go out of bounds, and it was off his team, and the dude, I think his team called a timeout, and his team go back to the huddle, and his coach drawing up a play, and the guys in the huddle is like, "Coach, the ball's out of bounds on me." And he goes
Mm-hmm.
and tell the referee the ball's out of bounds on me. It's their ball. Like hell no, no, I'm not on that type of shit. No,
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 Jan,
that's a
wait a minute. Jan, check this out. You, okay, some things you say throw me off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? What you just said, this honor, what, right?
yeah,
How many times have we seen a tip ball, a ricochet off a foot, a ricochet off the back, and it's clearly on the screen? And everybody on the other team is like, that ain't out on us. That ain't out on us. That
yeah,
ain't out on us.
yeah.
Bro, are you serious? I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing.
Of course, and that's of
I'm not
course.
giving you nothing. That's across the board. Every game, every time you've ever seen that play, even if he go like this, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be
Right.
like, yeah, I hit it. He gonna be like, hey, did y'all see it? Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all didn't see it, I ain't saying shit. You know what I'm saying? So
So the commercial was on that type
yeah,
where the dude saw it go out of bounds on his teammate, and he went in the huddle and told his coach, "Yeah, it was out of bounds on my teammate." And he goes and tell the referee, "Yeah, it was out of bounds on the teammate," and they switch. So hell no, no, I'm not on that. Like we got referees, we got rankings involved and stuff, but I'm talking about out on the street court where we ain't playing for money. We just out here getting a workout and I beat you. Look,
boy, look, somebody saying they beat me is way worse than losing a paycheck. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Okay? If you see me on a bus and be like, remember that day? I might punch you in your mouth. No, I don't want to hear that at all.
dude.
If it took one play, because you had 11 other chances, because we play by ones out here when we was playing. You had 11 other chances not to mess it up, and you messed it up. If you messed it up and didn't get the ball, and we got the ball, and we score. Hey, ball don't lie. We should, if we didn't look, it wouldn't go in the basket.
No,
You
G.
feel me? Forget that. You tripping.
No, G.
I cannot give the man no power to do that. And that's just like me personally, I might do that. But I'm backing my teammates play. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna go against my teammate. You know what I mean? Me personally, I might give it up because I'm the same way. That's where you get it from me. So yeah, I'm the same way. But anytime my teammates or anybody say anything, I'm backing they play. My teammate in the play, I'm jumping in. That's my dog. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Straight up. And I've been through situations like that. You know what I'm saying? To where I had to step up for my brother. And things went south. And I went south with it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? That's what you do. You back your brother's play.
When jerseys and referees and rankings and money is involved, sure, yep, all for it. But like I said, if we out here in street clothes and we just in a pickup game
That's worse.
and ain't nothing on the line, dog, beat me. First of all, for a person to beat me, especially in some one-on-one shit, like, boy, you good. Boy, you good. So that gives me more motivation to come back and work on what I need to work on to beat you. And it'll never be on there was a call where I cheated, where I feel like I knowingly cheated
And so you still didn't answer the question yet.
who I wouldn't kick it with.
Yeah. Let's get back to that.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. I don't think I kick it with Draymond. I don't think I would kick it with Draymond. I don't know.
Like he might start a bar fight or two, yeah.
I think that from the way Draymond play, I think you'll say something small to him, and it'll get blown completely out of proportion, and yeah, we end up in a fight, whether it be between me and him or between him and a group of people. We end up getting jumped or something. I think if you disagree with Draymond, I think he get belligerent. I think he gets to calling you all out your name. He was talking to Paul Pierce on his podcast, and he was talking about he's a different dude off the court than he is on the court. And I don't believe. I do not. He looked like a guy that can't control his emotions, like seriously, and that's a problem. When
Westbrook gave me them vibes too.
Westbrook Westbrook seemed cool as hell. I think he weird, but I think he cool as hell, like in a good way. Like, so I don't know. I don't know. So, but yeah, I wouldn't kick it with Dylan Brooks. Hell no.
You see how he be approaching fans and stuff? I don't know. Westbrook seemed like like, what you say? Like,
Hey,
you know what
I
I
ain't gonna
mean?
lie. Same height though. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but
same
see
height, bro.
no, when you in that spotlight, you got all that person gotta roll off their back. It has to. And I know it sounds wild, and I know they're humans too, but you're
Yeah,
not, essentially. You're
yeah.
superhumans to these people that's on the street, and they believe that you can take this stuff that we're saying to you and all these derogatory things. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that's what you get paid for. That's part of it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to take those type of, belligerent things said to you and stuff like that, find another job. Especially if you're expecting to be one of the best, because when you're at the top, there's always people trying to find that chink in your armor, and go, which goes from fans to players to media to social media, everything. You know what I'm saying? So like the world feeds off people that are great demise. So you have to go into this knowing that. You have to go into these high profile jobs knowing that, and having the wherewithal to take it. You know what I'm saying? So approaching the fan in any instance is out of pocket outside him calling you the N word. For that. You feel me? Especially when it's said with the ER with some to it. Yeah, you losing your teeth. But I digress. When you get paid like that, it's part of it. So even in some of those instances, sometimes people can be doing that to provoke you so they can get paid off you too. So
I think that's I think that's a topic in itself because when Westbrook, it wasn't a problem until he got to the Lakers. When he got to the Lakers, he was talking about how even the kids at his daughter's school was coming up to his daughter and saying some crazy stuff to his kids. Then he was talking about how people was approaching his wife, and some of the stuff they were yelling and shouting at him. So the incident I did see pre-game where he was walking, getting ready, and some random called him out his name, like, and it's just me and you sitting right here. Nah, I can't. I don't know. I don't know about letting that slide. Like, I don't gotta put hands on you. I'm not gonna say something like that.
Yeah.
Like, but that's time, big dog.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, everybody that participated in another episode of Leaving on the Court. My name is Jay Dimes. This is my bro, Giannis. Man, I love you, bro. It's been a pleasure talking to you as
Love you too,
always.
big
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? And everybody, I need everybody to check us out on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Also, please go to the YouTube. As always, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers. Sorry about that. So please, it would be greatly appreciated if you guys can go. Make sure you go watch our library because we got a library. You know what I'm saying? We like 33 episodes deep. You know, so please go check out our channel on YouTube. Leave it on the court podcast. Like, subscribe, share it. You know what I'm saying? So we just left it on the court. So until next Saturday, that's
Yeah,
game.
game.